Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Nappy Hour. My name is Dallas. If this is your first time here, if you are not familiar with Nappy Hour, basically this is just a time each week where we can come together and talk about our natural hair, whether that's doing different styles or me just teaching you guys some of the methods that I use to maintain healthy hair, as well as grow really long natural hair. So super excited for you guys to be here. This week on Nappy Hour, we're going to talk about protective styling, but not actually doing the styles. We're going to talk about the takedown process, which is very annoying, right? I hate the takedown process personally. I do think that there is a, proper way to take down your protective styles. Oftentimes when your hair is in a protective style, it's been in there, for quite a while. So these are my mini twists that I did about 3 weeks ago. As you can see, they look real busted. But when your hair is in these styles for this period of time, there's a lot of shedding, which can lead to knots and tangles and breaking of the hair. So I do think that the takedown process is as important as anything else that you do to your hair. So I wanted to kind of walk through what I do when I'm taking down my styles that I have found has been super helpful to reduce shedding, as well as just make the detangling process easier, and just the process after takedown a lot easier. Now, full disclosure, this does kind of take a long time because it is a little bit tedious, and you do have to take your time in order to decrease breakage, shedding, and all of that. However, I do think that it's worth it in the long run because if you remember from past videos that I talked about, it's often not that your hair isn't growing, it's just that you're not retaining the length that you have, and part of that can be because you're tearing your hair out when you are taking it out of the protective styles. So that is enough talking about that. Let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to actually do is section my hair, obviously. So to work in smaller sections. So in order to do this takedown method, you're going to need your spray bottle and either oil or like a conditioner. I'm using a conditioner today, but sometimes I do use oil, just depends. So let's talk about this. The reason why I use water and some type of oil or conditioner is just to soften the hair, which helps when you are trying to detangle or taking it out. If you run into any type of knots, the oil and the water or the conditioner will just provide a little bit more slip so that you can work through the knots and not have to, tear your hair out. So I just find that it's really helpful. So basically, what I put my hair up and didn't even do the first part is I'm going to spritz the hair with water. It doesn't need to be soaking wet. But you definitely want to make it, damp. So just work that through. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the conditioner, about this much, and work that through the strands. So now put my hair back into a ponytail or a little bun. And so I'm basically just going to go one twist at a time, unraveling the twist. Oftentimes at the ends is where, the knots start to form. So just wanting to be careful. So I'm going to undo the twist, and then I'm actually going to detangle each one individually, finger detangling it. So this will help later on. Once it's time to wash and all of that, my hair will already be detangled and ready to wash. So yeah, I mean, it's easy in terms of, you just taking it down and detangling, but like I said, it does, it can take some time to get done. But as you can see, once I get the twist out, it's a lot easier to kind of finger detangle my hair, since I did dampen it with the water and the conditioner. And as you can also see, I'm not experiencing any type of shedding. And so that's a function of me, just being careful, but also the fact that I was moisturizing my hair throughout the entire 3 weeks that I had the twist in. So here's an example of me getting a knot. So if I get a knot, often I'll, add a little bit more water and just, work it down, work it through until I get it out. You don't want to, be too rough and just rip it out, because then you're breaking the hair at the ends. So you just have to be super careful about that. But adding like water or conditioner or something directly onto the knot, and then, just working through it is a good way to avoid having to basically rip your hair out. So once I have taken down a few of the twists, I'm actually going to go ahead and twist up this entire section, just so that, one, it's out of the way, and two, it stays detangled while I do the rest of my hair. If you leave your hair just out, it'll start to tangle up again, which you don't want. So this will just make sure that you keep it detangled, but more importantly, just out of the way as you continue to work through the rest of the twists. So that's pretty much it. Well, you guys, I am all done with my takedown process. So you see I have several twists where I just twisted the hair up as I took it down. And then the next step is to wash and do whatever style I'm going to do next. But I hope that this was super helpful, and I hope that it actually makes your hair care routine easier in terms of detangling your hair and when you're taking it down. And that ultimately, always the goal is to make sure that your hair is more healthy and stronger so that you can grow it as long as you want it to be. So thank you for tuning in to Nappy Hour. Can't wait to talk with you guys next week.